Hey, Mr. Retro here, and I'm back again with my unboxing from Video Game Monthly. So let's jump in and check it out. So, this should be coming out pretty soon after my April unboxing. Got a little sidetracked and never finished editing and posting it. So this one should be coming out pretty soon after that. And I only got one box this month from Video Games Monthly, which is pretty cool anyway. Last month, if you didn't see it, I did get a the joke box, which they throw in some kind of fun games, pretty much games that you don't want to play. And yeah, so I got a whole bunch of stuff like that. So if you want to check that one out, you can go ahead and hit my last video. It should be in the same playlist as this video. So my Video Game Monthly subscription is actually 5 games a month. Every once in a while I get another one thrown in there, and when they do throw in another game, they put a little card in there to let you know if you've got extra ones. But yeah, Video Games Monthly. This is the box that your games come in with their mascot Floyd right there. And yeah, it's a pretty cool subscription service. You just go onto their website, make an account, click which systems you have, click which games you have, so that way when they send you games, you don't get any duplicates. So they send you games every month, you know, anywhere from, I think, 3 games or something like that, all the way up to 10 games. So you can get a lot of pretty cool stuff, and you get to keep them in everything. So in different ranges of quality and condition. So it's a really, really awesome thing. The kind of games they have, anything from the Atari and then television all the way up now to the Xbox 360 and PS3. Even with some foreign systems in there, like the Super Famicom, the Famicom, and the Japanese Nintendo 64, which is pretty cool. So let's jump into this box. Alright. Okay, the first thing I see is a little, looks like a sticker, but I'm pretty sure this is a decal for like a window decal. So I'll have to check and make sure. They did post something on their Facebook about this, so I'm gonna go and check it out. Oh, another thing about that, this card here tells you if you share a photo of your month's box, you could win 3 free games on your next month's box if you share your photo of your current one on their Facebook page. They're very active on their social media, and they do lots of giveaways. You can buy extra boxes. They do themed boxes. Just a lot of really cool stuff. So, and then I got the thank you card that you get. And this is the card I always love seeing. This is a 1-up. So they put an extra game in here for free. So let's go ahead and see what games I got. Now, I'm already seeing some really cool stuff just peering in here. So I'm just going to go, and I'm going to start with this first one here. This is Faxanadu, Daggers and Wing Boots, Mantras and Monsters Await You. It's a NES game, a Nintendo Entertainment System game, and yeah, it's in great shape. I don't really know what kind of game this is. I've never heard of it before. I've never played it before. I'm anxious to see what kind of game it is. Hope maybe it's like a top-down, like dungeon crawler, kind of like the Legend of Zelda games. That would be pretty cool. I like those kind of games, especially on retro systems. It just works really, really well. Little dungeon crawler games. But yeah, Faxanadu, and if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, let me know in the comments. And yeah, you can let me know how to say that. But I'll go ahead and show you guys a close-up of this game. Now let's jump into the next one. I see Rad Racer 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Another beautiful cart. Great label. Very nice. Very nice cart. I do like the occasional racing game. Older racing games on these systems were always kind of hit or miss for me. Either they were great or they weren't. Anytime that you add in the physics of driving a vehicle was always weird with a lot of these older systems. So I'm anxious to try this one out. So Rad Racer 2 for the Nintendo. The next game I see is Wolverine Adamantium Rage. Now, this is for the Sega Genesis, and fun fact, the Sega Genesis is my all-time favorite video game console. I probably have the most games for it. I don't have a lot of games for it, but I have around 70 or 80 games for it at the moment. And not all of them are in boxes. Some of them are loose carts just like this, and that's fine for me. They take up a lot less room if they're just the carts. But yeah, this is a great looking cartridge. The label is starting to come off a little bit off here to the side, but I think I can fix that a little bit. But yeah, and it's an X-Men game, or a Wolverine game more specifically, so it should be a fun kind of action, maybe a little brawler kind of game. So yeah, that's Wolverine Adamantium Rage. Now here's a game that and for a system that I really enjoy. When I was a kid, I got the black and white big brick Game Boy, and I thought it was really cool. And then I saw Surf Ninjas. Surf Ninjas was one of those really old action 90s, like late 80s, early 90s movies. And one of the characters used a Sega Game Gear, and he kind of got visions through his Game Gear. And I thought it was the coolest system ever. It was backlit, it had color, it was huge. And it was just one of those systems that I knew I had to have. And I have a bunch of games for my Sega Game Gear, and this is now going to add to that collection. This is Ecco the Dolphin, The Tides of Time. And I love the Ecco the Dolphin games. They're very minimal. Like, they don't give you a lot. The story is kind of just like little breadcrumbs just set out in front of you. But really just swimming around as a dolphin, and the dolphin physics are just really interesting, I always found. So I'll also check this out on the Game Gear and see how it plays. So yeah, Ecco the Dolphin for the Sega Game Gear, The Tides of Time. Now here is a game that is for the Nintendo 64, but it's not for the American Nintendo 64. This is for the Nintendo 64 in Japan. And I can't make out the kanji on here, but it does say Snowbo Kids. So it might be something like that, or that title as well, or that could just be the subtitle or the tagline underneath of it. But I'll put the actual title underneath here on the screen so you guys can see. But yeah, the cart looks great. It's in pretty good condition. It has a couple extra stickers on the back. But other than that, it looks to be in pretty good condition. So yeah, this game for the Japanese Nintendo 64. Now here's the last game that I see, and the reason why I left it last, I saw this one kind of from the beginning, and this is a sealed copy. Now I don't know if this is factory sealed or if this has just been sealed secondhand. It kind of looks factory sealed with some of the certain markings that you can kind of tell with the packaging. But this is EA Sports F1 Racing 2002 for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I'm not a huge collector on keeping things sealed, mint in box. You know, games, in my opinion, games are meant to be played. So I will probably crack this bad boy open and give it a try. Again, racing games on older systems, maybe not quite this old, but on older systems, the physics of it may not always feel the best, but I might go ahead and give this one a try. On the back, there's a lot of really cool screenshots of it that look very promising. So I'm expecting a lot from this racing game. But I'll go ahead and show you guys a close-up of the front of this. And I'll go ahead and show you guys a close-up of the back, too. Just so you can see that sweet screenshot pictures right there. But yeah, F1 for EA Sports 2002 for the Game Boy Advance. And sadly, that's the end of my unboxing for this month, for May 2019. A really, really good box. I'll quickly go over the games again, just so can I see them one more time? Faxanadu, if I'm saying that one correctly. Rad Racer 2, both this game and Faxanadu are both for the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES. Wolverine Adamantium Rage for the Sega Genesis. Echo the Dolphin, The Tides of Time for the Sega Game Gear. This game for the Japanese Nintendo 64. And for the Game Boy Advance, F1 2002 from EA Sports. Should be a nice little racing game. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to check out Video Game Monthly, you can go ahead and click on the link that I have in the description box below. Also down there, you'll find all my social media handles from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have a Twitch. I haven't done anything really on there yet, but I kind of have plans to do all that. So go ahead and give me a follow on all of those, and you guys can see more stuff that I post. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more from me, go ahead and hit subscribe and even hit that bell so you get notified when I add another video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.